with the Blues or the Pride of London. And this time around, they will be at White Hart Lane on Sunday for the Super Sunday game, where it is said to be. It is a game full of goals and goal margin. From the statistics, the bookers have actually given up to Arsenal, winning 21 games out of all the games in all competition they have met with their neighbors Tottenham Hotspurs. Now let's not forget that the rivalry in London is one of the biggest rivalry ever in the United Kingdom, because the teams in London are more than the teams in other parts of the United Kingdom. We have the likes of West Ham United in London, Fulham in London, West Ham in London, and we have Tottenham Hotspurs in London, Arsenal in London, and also Chelsea in London, including Brentford, who are one stubborn team that has given Arsenal a whole turtleneck. Not just Arsenal, but the four big teams. On Sunday, it's going to be a decider for Mikel Arteta's side. It's going to be a decider for Tottenham Hotspurs also, either if they would want to go to the UEFA Champions League or probably lose the chance at White Hart Lane to continue in the Europa League next season. So it's a two-coin thing. One must win on Sunday night or on Sunday evening by 2 p.m. That game will be coming riot, and also we'll be giving you a whole look at what is going to be happening in the last 4 games of the big 3 teams who are wishing to become champions of the English Premier League. Just like yesterday I told you, today we'll be looking at who and how and what are the proceedings in where these teams would actually be a decider. For Arsenal, they have Tottenham Hotspurs, they have Manchester United yet to play. For Liverpool, they have big games, even Everton led to play. And then talking about Manchester is a whole lot for them and the likes of them. Let's quickly go for a quick break, and when we come back, we'll be talking more from the local scene as Rivers United are in the news this morning. Welcome back, and my name is Ridwan Musaga, or RMJ. I'll be your host and guide at this beautiful Friday morning. On the Friday's edition, a whole lot of package have for you. We just hope that time will be enough for us to dish out what we have for you this beautiful Friday. It's a big Saturday, a big weekend games. Match fixtures are all chalked up in all the 5 major leagues in Europe. Don't forget to watch us live on YouTube, and also follow us live on Facebook, where we'll be giving you guys all the update as it unfolds, and also you can keep tabs also via our YouTube channel at Politics and Business TV English, and on Facebook is at Politics and Business TV English. All right, now let's go straight to the capital of Abia, where Rivers United have proved to be a better side yesterday in the rescheduled March day 28 game against Katsina United in Port Harcourt. And yes, the pride of Rivers is down on the league table due to the load of outstanding games they have to play. Goals from Deputy Echata and Kezi Izinwa ensured maximum 3 points for the Port Harcourt based club. Now the win takes Rivers United up to 12th place on the standings, ahead of their short trip for the next March week to Yenagoa, where they will face Bayelsa United in South Derby on Monday night. Katsina United will also travel to Aba to play against the champions Yimba FC this Sunday in the March day 32 fixtures. All right, we leave that shows. We go straight to the next story coming in this time around. The Nigerian Premier Football, the Nigerian Professional Football League (NPFL) will embark on a 1-month break after match day 32 fixtures this weekend. Now, the league organizers, LMC, that the league management has stated that the 4 weeks holiday became necessary to allow former champions Rivers United conclude their outstanding matches. Now, Rivers United currently have 5 outstanding games due to their continental engagement this season, and the Port Harcourt-based side were eliminated from the CAF Confederation following a 2-1 win following a 2-1 defeat on aggregate against USM Algiers in the quarterfinals. Now, Rivers United, like I told you, defeated Katsina United 2-0 last night, and they are currently 12th on the NPFL table with 40 points from 26 games. Should they win all their outstanding 5 matches, they will dethrone the Rangers on the apex of the log table and entitled for champions of the NPFL this season. The league will resume on the 25th of May, exactly 30 days break. All right. Now let's go straight to another story this time around. We'll be going ahead to the females team where the FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup qualifying fixtures against Burkina Faso is set up, and head coach Bankole Oluokere has invited 25 players to the camp of the Under-17 girls. Now the coach has listed goalkeeper, 4 goalkeepers, 7 defenders and 7 midfielders, and also 7 forward. Olukoreke, who led the Flamingos to a first ever World Cup bronze medal finish in their last year, saw the girls fire cylinder 12-0 route to their counterpart from South African Republic over 2 legs in Douala and Abuja in the second round of the African Qualifier Series in the month of February. Now, Harmony Chidi, who scored 5 of the 12 goals, also have a Remote Karim and Shakira Moshood, all netted bracer each in the 12-goal haul, and among the 25 players who were called in. Both teams will clash in the first leg of these third round fixtures at the Stadio 4th of August, Odugado, on Sunday 12th May, with a return leg at Moshood Abiola Stadium in Abuja on the 18th of May. This year's FIFA Under-17 FIA Women's World Cup will take place in Dominican Republic. Now let's give you the full list of players invited. From the goalkeeping department, we have Christiana Uzoma of Edo Queens, Elizabeth Boniface of Kwara Ladies, Sylvia Echefo of Confluence Kings, and Favor Eduardo of Nigeria, and also in the defending department, Priska Wachuko of Imo Strikers, Jumai Adebayo of Nigeria, Taiwo Adedoke of Remo Star Ladies, Oluwatoyin Oluokere, the daughter of the coach from Ekiti Queens, and Rokibat Aziza, Royal Queens, Arnold Ibrahim, Remo Stars Ladies, Vivian Ezeke, Heartland Queens. These are the players that will be slugging it out in the list. Just few of them are already in camp ahead of the tie. Now let's go straight to CAF Confederation Cup now, ahead of the games at the semi-final second leg clash between Dreams FC and Zamalek SC. Nigerian Football Federation Sanisi Muhammad has been appointed as the match commissioner, ensuring the smooth conduct of the game. Congratulations to him. His fellow countryman Chukuri Kalistus Chujekwe from Nigeria will serve as a referee assessor, while Kabelo Bosilonga from South Africa will take on the role of general coordinator. Also, top Chad match official Alhaji Alao Muhammad has been appointed as the referee for the crucial tie, following a goalless stormies in the first leg in Cairo. The anticipation for the upcoming match at the Babayara Stadium in Kumasi, April 28, it is a peak as both teams are eventually poised. Assistant Mahata will be skilled. Team of officials will take charge from Cameroon. Assistant also from Cote d'Ivoire, and another assistant too from Mauritius as the fourth official. Alright, let's leave that shows and go straight to the next story coming in this beautiful morning. I will be looking at the sport minister this time around, Senator John Eno, who has talks with former Eagles head coach Jose Pasero for a possible return to the team. Pasero left the post in the month of February following the expiration of his contract, and the Portuguese led the Super Eagles to second position at the 2023 African Cup of Nations held in Cote d'Ivoire. Now the minister who met with Jose Posiro in his office later yesterday represented with both parties open to idea of the former Saudi Arabian Venezuela gaffer to return to his post. Now the big question is, will he want to leave where he is right now to come back to the Nigerian Super Eagles and take charge? And are we going to be seeing the same contract deals with his former employees, that is Nigerian Super Eagles, slashing $50,000 from his $75,000 pay? What were they discussing about in total? These and more as it unfolds, we're going to be bringing it to you definitely, as the minister is trying to make things out. Let's see how it pans out for them. But this time around, let's go straight to the English Premier League, where we'll be giving you statistics of the last 4 games for these top 3 contenders for the English Premier League this season. Now let's not forget that this is the first time in the history of the English Premier League that 3 teams simultaneously are dragging a point to become champion. The last time this happened was in 2012-2013 season, where we had Mancini, the Italian mastermind of coaching, triumphed against Manchester United as the cup was actually roving around the Manchester City. But right now, there are 3 points adrift. There is 1 point adrift. Arsenal and Manchester City with goal difference, a margin of goal difference 56. And there is another 3 points adrift as third place Liverpool. It is a game that has a tight deciders with big fixtures. Let's go and listen to the 4 fixtures remnant for these 3 teams from our Sky Sports men out there in UK, and then we'll be right back for more.
These are the remaining games for the 3 teams in the title race. Here we go. Let's start with Arsenal. They've got 4 games remaining, and this is the first one up. Gary Neville said it's his most entertaining game in the Premier League, and who can blame him? It's goals, goals, goals usually in this match. The North London derby this Sunday, live on Sky Sports. Then they're at home to Bournemouth the Saturday after that. Then Manchester United away, always a great game between those 2 sides. Then the final day of the season. It could be a huge match, not just for Arsenal, but for Everton. So that's Arsenal, your Arsenal fans. They are your remaining fixtures. Let's go over to Liverpool. Then a tough-looking match at West Ham United. Of course, no more European commitments. Then home to Spurs next Sunday, May the 5th. Then, oh, that's a toughie, isn't it? Aston Villa away. Still got Conference League hopes, but by then, could Aston Villa seal the top 4 in that game? And then the final game of the season is at home to Wolves, and an excellent season for Gary O'Neill. Let's go over to Manchester City, played 32. Then it's Nottingham Forest away, who are looking to get as many points as possible at the bottom. Mentioned Wolves, a good season they've had. They're at home on May the 4th. Fulham away, decent season under Marco Silva. That won't be easy at Craven Cottage. Oh my goodness, Spurs away. Spurs have a good record against City in the league. That's May the 14th. Will Spurs fans be thinking by then? Thinking about Arsenal as well? Oh my goodness. Wait, well, that's in a few weeks' time anyway. And then the final game for them is at home to West Ham United. They are your remaining fixtures in this ever so exciting time.
Alright, so welcome back from that quick break. Now you've seen it out. 4 games each for each of the teams except Manchester City, who have 1 outstanding game, making them have 5 games to go from Saturday's game till next 4 matches. Now the big question is, 5 out of 4, can Manchester City cover up the paces? According to Pep Guardiola, he came out to say that yes, they can still win the Premier League, knowing the fact that there are 4 games for the remaining 2 contenders, and either of the 2 could lose 2 games each, while they could win just 2 games or 3 games, and then they span it out with an outstanding match. Let's not forget that. And the only team that has the most toughest fixtures is Arsenal. As right now, they'll be playing a back-to-back London derby against Tottenham this Sunday. And they'll be playing Bournemouth, they'll be playing Everton in the last day of the game. Let's not forget at Old Trafford, they'll be playing Manchester United. Then for Liverpool, there are possibilities they will have their ways, but with the way things are going on, back-to-back loss for Liverpool, back-to-back win for Arsenal, a lose and a win for Manchester City, there is possibility that things can definitely change. But before we dive into deep on that story, let's go straight to Rafael Nadal, the man who I talked about yesterday, just a few hours ago, has won his first Madrid Open game. He started his farewell with a crushing straight winner over American teenager Darwin Blanche. The 5-time Madrid champion, who has indicated that he plans to retire after the 2024 season, took just 63 minutes to complete what is called an outstanding victory to a 6-1, 6-0 victory against a 16-year-old opponent. Now Nadal, who is 37 years old, has said that this week he will only play at the French Open next month if he feels capable enough to compete. He will play the Australian Alex de Minaur, and who beat him in the second round of Barcelona Open last week in the next round in Madrid. Now the Spain, who is a 22-time major winner, is making return to Barcelona following a 3-month injury absence, having feared that he is not able to play again as a professional tour at the French Open, where Nadal is a record 14-time champion, starts on 26th of May. Congratulations to this man, and we hope he is strong, as we wouldn't want to see another Federer bouncing out on injury. Alright, let's leave that shows. Let's go straight back to football this time around. We'll look at Chelsea, as Chelsea midfielder Enzo Fernandez will miss the rest of the season after undergoing a successful surgery on a groin issue. Now the 23-year-old Argentine international will be absent for the club's remaining 6 Premier League games of the 2023 season, but he could target a return for the Copa America, which starts on the 20th of June. Now Enzo Fernandez joins Chelsea from Benfica for a British record fee of £107 million transfer fee at the end of the 2023 winter transfer window. That move came after he was named the young player of the tournament during his country's 2022 World Cup triumph. Fernandez has made 40 appearances so far for the Blues in a difficult campaign for the club this season, scoring just 7 out of 40, with £107 million in his stack. A whole lot to ask, a whole lot of questions to ask on that deal. But let's travel to Manchester City as they move smoothly to within 1 point of the English Premier League leaders Arsenal, with a game in hand after a routine victory over Brighton at the Amex Stadium. What threatened to be a dangerous fixture was actively over by the interval as City romped in 3 goals, leading ahead of Liverpool into second place and closing ominously on Arsenal in just 17 minutes. 3 goals. We are already in the back of the net as the man Kevin De Bruyne and Phil Foden made it a night full of easies, and the referee Jarrad Branthwaite awarded City a free kick despite the Foden only appearance to sleep. Brighton, seen insulted, added to injury as it's resulting to a piece of striker, and now it has gone into more woes for Brighton, and also a credit top for the English Champions League, the English Premier League contenders, Manchester City. What it looks like a game that would have been in favor of the Brighton side, but they started with their left hands all clutched. Alright, let's go straight to Dan Ashworth, the Newcastle man who has become the talk of the week. He is set to take Newcastle United to court to arbitration to effort to resolve his impasse over his intended move to Manchester United. Now Ashworth has been on the gardening leave since February 19 after informing Newcastle he wanted to join the revamped set-up under Ineos at Old Trafford. The Red Devils' intention is for the 53-year-old to become their new sporting director. However, there has not been an agreement over compensation. Manchester United have become increasingly resigned to not getting Ashworth into the club until after the summer transfer comes out, so that they could actually get him free. Yet even that hinges on the resolution to the impasse, and so far the two parties are a long way apart. Okay, let's leave that shows now. Let's go straight to giving you the breakdown of transfers coming in the gossip this Friday, as Crystal Palace French winger Michael Olise would be open to a summer transfer to Manchester United at the end of this season, and Manchester United are confident to a bid around 60 to 70 million pounds would be enough to sign English defender Jarrad Branthwaite before June 30th, allowing Everton to include a fee in their 2023-2024 account and avoid any further point deduction. Arsenal and Manchester City have been made aware that Newcastle will listen to offers in excess of 80 million pounds for midfielder Bruno Guimaraes, who is 26 years old this summer. Guimaraes' £100 million release clause will only be active 1 month from late May to late June. And Manchester United could look to sign 22-year-old Spanish left back Miguel Gutierrez from Girona, but they face competition from Arsenal and West Ham United. And Arsenal are tracking multiple midfield targets amid concerns a deal for Real Sociedad and Spanish midfielder Martin Zubimendi could be difficult. Zubimendi says report linking him to some European top clubs are just mere rumors, and he is happy at Real Sociedad, according to the young lad here. Now, Chelsea manager Mauricio Pochettino's position could be reviewed at the end of the season, but most of the Blues squad do not want him sacked as they look for more stability at the club. Now, this is what Mourinho didn't have in Manchester United. Now, United will target a new centre-back, a central midfielder, and also a striker in the summer transfer window, with France forward Antonio Martial among the players no longer part of the club's plan. Wolves manager Gary O'Neill is likely to sign a new contract at Moneyless despite linking him to Liverpool job. Ajax are interested in appointing former Chelsea and Brighton manager Graham Potter, who is also on Manchester United's radar and potential replacement for Erik ten Hag. But Potter has rejected the first offer from Ajax because the proposed salary did not meet his expectations, according to what the man is saying out there in London. But Manchester United, Paris Saint-Germain and Bayern Munich are interested in Real Madrid's Ukraine goalkeeper Andrei Lunin, who is just 25 years old. And former Manchester United manager Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and ex-Leeds United boss Jason March has been contacted by Canada about leading their national team into the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Napoli have joined the race to sign Canada forward Jonathan David from Lille. The man who is 24 years old is saying he's enjoying his time in the club. But German Bundesliga club Stuttgart are ready to make Germany forward Dennis Unwald permanent after signing him on loan from Brighton last summer. Now let's quickly go straight to Spain, where Dutch midfielder Frankie de Jong is one of the favorites to be sold by Barcelona in the summer, while the Spanish club could also sell Uruguayan defender Ronald Araujo to Manchester United and Rafinha. Crystal Palace Dougie Fredman is on Newcastle shortlist to become the new sporting director, while the former Scotland striker is also a target for the same Manchester United. Now, result of matches last night in the Italian Serie A, it was AS Roma who went away to defeat Udinese 2-1. Now in the fixtures later this night, 7:30 p.m. First fixtures, Bochum will be taking on Offenham in the German Bundesliga, while 7:45 p.m. will be Saint Florentin taking on Salernitana, and the Italian Serie A 8 p.m. tonight. In the Spanish La Liga, Real Sociedad would hold on Real Madrid tonight 8 p.m. Montpellier will take on Nantes 8 p.m. in the French League, or And on Saturday, most of the fixtures will be coming down the English Premier League, where early kick-off. West Ham, 12:30 will take on Liverpool. 3 p.m. Fulham versus Crystal Palace. Same time, Manchester United versus Burnley. Same time, Newcastle versus Sheffield United. And same time, 3 p.m. Wolves versus Luton. But 5:30 evening kick-off, Everton will take on Brentford. And 8 p.m. Aston Villa versus Chelsea. Watkins, will he do something in the English Premier League on Saturday? Now in the German Bundesliga, 2:30 kickoff, Augsburg will take on Werder Bremen. Same time, Eintracht Frankfurt will be hosted by Bayern Munich, and Freiburg will be taking on Wolfsburg as RB Leipzig will slug it out with Borussia Dortmund. Bayern Leverkusen late kickoff at 5:30 p.m. will take on Stuttgart. Unbeaten run continues in the German Bundesliga. Lecce will be holding Monza 2 p.m. 5 p.m. Juventus versus AC Milan in local derby. Lazio versus Verona 7:45 p.m. in the Italian Serie A. Las Palmas will take on Girona 1 p.m. 3 p.m. Almeria will take on Getafe. At 5:30 Alaves will take on Celta de Vigo. And 8 p.m. is going to be a local derby between Atletico Bilbao and Atletico Madrid in the Spanish La Liga. Now 8 p.m. in the French League, PSG will host La Havre. And on Sunday, Bournemouth will take on Brighton 2 p.m. 2 p.m. Tottenham Hotspur versus Arsenal London Derby. 4:30 Nottingham Forest versus Manchester City in the English Premier League. 9 German Bundesliga on Sunday we'll see Borussia Dortmund Borussia Mönchengladbach taking on Union Berlin. 4:30 Metz will take on Cologne. 6:30 Darmstadt will take on Heidenheim in the German Bundesliga. Early kickoff in the morning of Sunday 11:30 a.m. Inter Milan will take on Torino. Bologna will take on Udinese 2 p.m. 5 p.m. Atalanta will take on Empoli. Same time Roma versus Napoli. 7:45 p.m. Fiorentina will take on Sassuolo in the Italian Serie A. Early kickoff in the Spanish La Liga. Cadiz will take on Real Mallorca. 3:15 p.m. Granada will host Osasuna. 5:30 late in the evening, Villarreal will take on Real Vallecano. And 8 p.m. late night fixtures, Real Betis versus Sevilla. And in the French League, Metz versus Lille, Clermont Foot 2 p.m. versus Reims. Same time, Lorient versus Toulouse. Same time, Strasbourg versus OGC Nice. And 4:05 evening, Reims versus Brest. Late evening by 6 p.m. Lyon will take on Monaco in a local derby. And AC and Marseille will take on Lens. Late night fixtures by 8 p.m. And that is the size of the package this beautiful Friday morning. A whole lot of fixtures for you to go out there and enjoy this weekend. And hey, it is a London derby again, just a fortnight. Go out there, enjoy it till we meet on Monday. And I'm saying, do I enjoy your weekend? Bye for now.